Defensive Moth is a crazy pick. Dude, I know. So he tries to sucker punch as we Morning Sun. People were hating on the defensive Iron Moth, but look at that. Defensive Iron Moth is going so hard. That was a big win. I liked that. Yo, that's bad. That's bad for him. I feel bad. This is wrapped up with a pretty bow on top. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SeanBonJoviii channel. We're doing another episode of Paradox to the Top, the series where I play with every single Paradox Pokemon, and we're almost done. You gotta hit that subscribe button because today we are doing Iron Moth, but we're not just doing any Iron Moth. We're doing defensive Iron Moth, and it's interesting. It would just be so good if it had Will-O-Wisp, but frankly, it doesn't. So I was doing like a set with like Lunge here, which lowers your attack, and that's really good. It's just not that great. You need Flamethrower for things like King Gambit. Anyway, let's send a match. This Pokemon's like doing good, but it's just not enough. If this like more defensive oriented set doesn't work, we're gonna maybe make some changes to it. So if we lose this match, we'll change to a better set. Now, looking at this opponent, I see a lot of potential leads, and all their names rhyme with checked by Zapdos. So that's what we're going to do. Except Lycanroc. Was not expecting Lycanroc. Although I feel like Rillaboom's pretty good in that matchup. We're going to go for that. It's an interesting team. He's got a lot of like hazard stackers. He can go Stealth Rock, Spikes, yada yada with a lot of these pieces. But the team is also very high horsepower weak. Except for the Meowscarada. Ooh, I don't like that Stone Edge. That could have hurt. We'll Grassy Glide here. I'll take down the Sash, and then, you know, I'm not really worried. If he goes into, like... Alright, so looking at his team, I think Rillaboom's honestly really great in this matchup. Sucks that we had to let him take so much damage early on. But, like, he's catching a lot of switches. I think we're going to keep him alive in case Samurott wants to come back out. Alamola comes out an Arcanine pretty nicely, I like to think. But I am going to just, like, flip turn here. So I don't know if he's got any coverage moves. I doubt if he does have a coverage move. I really doubt that it's gonna, like, KO at all. Defensive Moth is a crazy pick. Dude, I know. But, like, think about it. With, like, Morning Sun and Lunge to lower attack, it could be so good. But it doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. And Will-O-Wisp would just fix its lack of defense. It would be so good for that. But, yeah, like, its Spadef is pretty great. It's honestly fairly effective. So he just proved he's not Scarf, so I can pretty carefree drop like a Draco Meteor on this whole team. But honestly, so if I'm him here, I'm going Samurott Hisui or King Gambit. Samurott Hisui doesn't like a Draco, but King Gambit doesn't mind the Draco at all. I think we just drop the Draco anyway. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Drop a burn, by the way, welcome to the stream. I've never seen you before, so welcome. What up, how you doing? He ends up going to the Hisui. That's fine for me. I can go Zapdos pretty comfortably there. One major problem with this team is a huge lack of hazard removal. But one problem with his team is a huge lack of ground types, so I'm going to pretty safely click Discharge here. Maybe we can get a Paralysis. He ends up beating Sash. No Paralysis, but now like he's absolute Grassy Glide bait, so that's fine. He does end up getting parried there. Do we think Alamola's faster? Alamola's probably faster after the Paralysis slowing him down, so we can just like flip turn, regenerate all our health back, and go into someone more comfortable in this matchup. And who's more comfortable in this matchup? Barry Goldango. Honestly, this might be... Where did Iron Moth's fourth move go? As I was messing around at the beginning, I accidentally took away its Flamethrower. That's really bad. We really need that Flamethrower here. Although I doubt he's going to go anything but Cinderace in this matchup. Hey, we beat the guy. So I guess we don't need to change the Iron Moth set. We can just go into the next game real quick. Let's look at this matchup. Who are we seeing as potential leads? No like dedicated leads on this team. Just in terms of like matchup potential, I see pretty good matchups across the board for Rillaboom, unless he ends up going Heatran. Even Heatran is slower, so we can get like a nice high horsepower off. And we do. That's what we end up getting is the Heatran. Perfect. There we go. We get the high horsepower off and just one hit KO right off the bat. That's a great way to start the matchup. So what would I do if I was him in this situation? King Gambit. That's not great for you, buddy. How badly do I still need Rillaboom? Pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad. What's the incoming damage on Iron Moth? It could probably take these, especially with the defensive investment that I've given it. Although the Swords Dance, that scares me. I don't like the Swords Dance. Is Sucker Punch KOing? Probably, unless I tear a bug. Oh, Terra Fairy. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm going for the Iron Head. Now Sucker Punch is guaranteed. If I Terra, I still die. Let's Morning Sun back. Yep. So he tries to Sucker Punch as we Morning Sun. And maybe that'll scare him away from suckering again. Sucker is like 100% damage. Jeez. That is so brutal. But we end up surviving and getting the KO. People were hating on the defensive Iron Moth, but look at that. It just survived the King Gambit and KO'd with Sludge Wave. That's beautiful. How great is Iron Moth in the rest of this matchup? It's good versus Rillaboom. And I think I could easily Wish Pass back to Iron Moth and get him back in. So that's what we're going to do. Greninja doesn't really have boosting moves, so I can just Wish and then flip turn out of here and go to whoever I want. A flinch was bad. I really did not want to get flinched there. Let's go ahead and protect, get some leftovers recovery. That's good. We'll Wish again and hopefully not get flinched a second time. Now, this Dark Pulse is doing like 41 to 45% damage, it looks like. According to my calc, it's 38 to 45. I don't like those odds. I could protect and get and heal up again, or I could just flip turn, or I could go into someone who resists, but I don't really have a resist. Let's just go for the flip turn. He ends up going Valiant. Oh, hell yeah. This is perfect. He goes Valiant. We go back to Iron Moth, and we could click Sludge Wave again. Ooh! Valiant is versus a defensive Iron Moth. Valiant is doing nothing. 42%. Taken. Iron Moth, defensive Iron Moth is going so hard. Shout out to the boy. Let's go for another Sludge Wave. I bet he like Dark Pulses or something. No, that's fine. Because now I get a free... Oh, Battle Bond. I don't like that. Either way, I get to go right into my Grassy Glide Pokemon. So, like, I'm not really worried about it. You can go into your Rillaboom, but... do you want to have the Rillaboom fight? Because that's fine. Yep. So he goes for a U-turn. What about Water Shuriken priority? Is that going to KO? Is that going to KO? Probably not. So let's go Grassy Glide. Don't KO. Don't KO. Come on. Come on. Don't KO. Let's go! Oh, this is great. This team is really coming together. This team is coming together here. I think I can just go Dragapult here. He goes Rillaboom. I can click Flamethrower. And that's game blouses. I guess I am still a little worried about Great Tusk. I mean, not really. My team was totally ready to take it down. That was a big win. I liked that. Listen, I don't think it's good. I don't think this Iron Moth is good. But it makes some plays you wouldn't expect it to. And it has been a lot of fun for me to, like, play test this team on the ladder. But obviously, like, I'm a low ladder player, right? I'm like, so, whatever. You know, crazy plays happen here. As for this team, I like Zapdos. I like going Zapdos and clicking Volt Switch or Hurricane on whoever wants to come in. If you want to bring out Great Tusk or Corviknight, or sorry, Great Tusk or Amoonguss, I'll Hurricane. So he thinks he's smart by protecting my Volt Switch and like coming out free, but he just goes into Amoonguss predictably and I get to Hurricane it. And we're gonna click Hurricane again. You're gonna go Great Tusk, he gets Hurricane too. You've given me 100% accurate Hurricanes. This is terrible for you. All right, you're gonna go Ice Beam. Let's just go Alamola. That Hydro Pump does a lot. I guess we're gonna find out if this is Damp Rock right now by just protecting. Hydro Pumps again. It does prove itself to be Damp Rock, so let's go ahead and flip turn. Critical hit! Oh, that's not good. I needed that thing for this matchup. It's okay, it's okay. We can Grassy Glide here, or we can SD. Grassy Glide or SD. The thing is, he might go like Amoonguss, or he might go Corviknight. He still has a lot of options. I'm gonna go ahead. Yo, that's bad. That's bad for him. I feel bad. He called me getting greedy in Swords Dancing. And he loses because of it. So that was a risky play by me. He could have Brave Birded there and just taken out my Rillaboom, and my Rillaboom like crushes his team. So that was really dumb of me. I honestly should not have done that. High Horsepower still isn't KOing you? That's crazy. How did he get so much health back? Oh, he's Regenerator, that's right. I'm just gonna go back to Zapdos again, and now he's got like no resistances at all left. So I'll click Hurricane again. Maybe we can get a confusion on this one. No, that's fine. What do I think here? He's gonna switch out to get the regenerator going. That's fine. I could wake up, get a Volt Switch off, go... Who do I go here? I'm gonna go Goldengo, because Politoads have like a lot of disruption they want to run, and my good as gold either resists an Ice Beam or lets me do this. Let's go ahead and Shadow Ball. He goes Greninja, that's okay. 40% still. Now he could KO with Hydro Pump. About Dark Pulse. What's Dark Pulse damage looking like? Yeah, that's KOing. What's my play here? Do I need this thing really badly? I don't think I do, but I could make it rain. Yeah, that Hydro Pump KOs. That's no good. What's Dragapult look like? I could drop a Draco on this whole team, but I could also just U-turn on Greninja, and because of the dark typing, it's gonna, you know, get KO'd pretty hard. That's fine. We get the U-turn. We go back to Zapdos, and now we can click Discharge. And I like Discharge. That's a good move. I am really worried about Basculegon. With the rain up and the adaptability, it's really strong. So I'm gonna go Iron Moth, I think. Or I could go Terra Grass. Does it get any KOs once I Terra Grass? No, it doesn't. This is risky. I'm gonna go Terra Grass Discharge here. Ooh, Flip Turn does tons of damage. Oh, we get the paralysis. That is so good versus his team. That's so good. Like, this is wrapped up. His only Swift Swimmer just got paralyzed, so he is so slow. And now I'm Terra Grass. That's great typing for me. Oh my gosh, I can Grassy Glide through this whole team. The rain is gone after this turn because we took out Politoed. I mean, this is wrapped up. This is wrapped up with a pretty bow on top. Give you Iron Moth, and then we'll click Sludge Wave. I'm probably gonna die to a Hydro Pump here, unless... Is he Specs? No, he's not. He's not choiced, but he is dead. I don't think that crit even mattered. I think that was just a free kill in my favor. So, you're dead. Yeah, you're just dead. Like, not to this, but you're paralyzed. Like, it doesn't matter to me. You go Amoonguss, I click Hurricane. Maybe I Roost? I Roost. Oh, Sludge Bomb hurts. Okay, this is... Now we're getting a little saucy here. I'm gonna click Hurricane, hopefully it hits. See, that was tough. That was tough. It says Draco Meteor KOs, but I think I like just clicking like Flamethrower and going bed. I'll keep clicking Flamethrower. If you want to kill me, that's fine. Gosh, this is getting really down to the wire. Foul Play taking me to 1% on a crit. That's crazy RNG. Absolutely insane. So we do end up taking a nap. Sludge Bomb might KO. I think we might actually lose this game, which is unfortunate. Does Sludge Bomb have a miss percentage? It's 100% accurate. I think that's GG unless we crit on this high horsepower. Oh no, we just get the KO. Oh, we're still in this game. We are still in this game. Come on. Let's go. Oh, that was close. That was way too close for comfort. That was a really fun match. If you're new here, check out the channel. I do a lot of laddering. There's tons of videos just like what you just saw, live streams you can go watch. I make a bunch of short content.